Katherine Hatch. I live in Whitehall, but Jerry Mullaney was my father, and I've been in the fireworks business since I've been 12 years old. So all I'm here to say is that Butte is the place to be for the 4th of July. People come here, you can't even imagine how many people come from all the communities around to celebrate the 4th of July in Butte. And it's not just to watch the fireworks, it's to participate. And any of you who live here know that the Butte Hill is just a wonderful place to be on the 3rd of July. So I would ask all of you to keep the tradition, and we would like to keep the fireworks in Butte for the 4th of July. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, my name is Paul Buckley. I'm Vice President of the Board of the Butte Rescue Mission. I got the sun right in my eyes here. You know, I completely understand the concerns in this dry period of time with the additional risk due to the fire hazard. I just want the Commissioners to know that this is the largest fundraiser for the Rescue Mission in the mid-year. It's a time of year when our funding runs a little low, and we really do count on this to bring us through and keep the mission running. And it's hard to say right now, you know, what the impact would be on the mission. We have obviously sold some fireworks, but we're at a point where we have incurred all the expenses related to the project, and the revenues are just starting to come in. So it could easily be a cost or a loss of revenue of around $10,000 for the Butte Rescue Mission. So I just wanted you to have those facts so that you can consider them when you make your deliberations this afternoon. Thank you, Paul.
Hi, my name is Jenny Mullaney. I own Jerry's Fireworks. I've been in the business for 68 years, and I just think everybody's overreacting to this heat. All the other towns around us are going to sell them anyway, and people are just going to go buy them and come back here and light them, and I don't think there's any way for the police department to enforce it. And I think that it's a big part of the Butte tradition, and we should keep it going. It's just, Butte is well known for these fireworks. Another thing, I lost my train of thought. The other cities around us are still going to light them, and why are we banning them? It's just been since 2012 when they started this. We've been doing this for 68 years and they've never done it before, and there's got to be some dry years in there. Another thing, most people light them at night when it's cooler. They light them in front of their house on the pavement where they have a hose. So I would appreciate you considering all that stuff and not letting them let us sell them.
Thanks, Jean. expenses, you know, upwards of $300,000 or $400,000 to get all of our stands out around the state. We're just getting quashed. But we've had a substantial amount of rain in the last 48 hours since this was brought to attention. And I'd like you to consider not.
Thank you, Robert.
I have one more thing to say. I talked to Jeff Miller yesterday, and he told me there has not been one fire this year from fireworks or one fire-related injury. And I talked to him yesterday about 4:30.
Okay, let the record show that was changed.
Executive, ladies and gentlemen of the council, for the record, my name is Jeff Miller, Board Director of Fire Services. I guess first off, to just address the council and Commissioner Fisher's concern, I want to apologize for being late with the communication. The reason it was late is we were hoping not to be standing here in front of you. We waited intentionally on purpose for the weather forecast on Monday night to see what the precipitation would bring, to hopefully not have to come before you and ask for these measures that we're asking for. But in any event, after careful consideration of a number of factors, we're standing before you this evening to request your concurrence in an emergency ordinance that's being introduced. This ordinance, as everyone knows, would prohibit the sale and use of fireworks based on an emergency basis. Listened to all the comments prior, public comment. You know, we're sympathetic to the fireworks vendors and the people. These are all fine folks. I know a lot of them personally. We know what they're up against. We're hoping this wouldn't be necessary. But the fact remains that myself, the sheriff, we're entrusted with the public safety. The factors that we took into consideration, primarily the weather conditions. We have had the National Weather Service reports that for the month of June, we lacked 1 1/3 inch of normal average precipitation that we normally receive. The past forecast, the past weather histories indicate, as everyone's aware, we've had extended hot, dry temperatures with wind and little or no precipitation. The mid-range forecast calls for that to continue with hot and dry conditions. The temperatures on the 3rd and the 4th of July, which are typically the heaviest use with fireworks, are predicted to be close to 90, if not above 90, with 0% precipitation forecast. All of the Northern Rockies Coordination Center fuels, fire fuels danger indices are on the rise, and they're expected to continue to rise for obvious reasons with the continued hot and dry conditions. So we're here to just urge you to consider this. We think that to address a few of the comments that were made, whether you subscribe to global warming or not, I think we all have to admit things have changed in this country. I've lived here, my whole life. I've never remembered temperatures in the high 80s or 90s in June. Maybe late July, August. We thought 2012 was an anomaly when this occurred. We're extremely hopeful that it would never occur again. Unfortunately, here we are before you here again tonight. And so, I think when things change, we just have to keep that in mind. So that's the reason. I'd be glad to answer any questions that you or the commissioner might have.